Hello everybody, Jaffa from Tail. We've returned with part 2 of this little adventure. So let's see if we can get this to... figured out what the whole character thing was. It was in the Ascensions menu. Let me actually show you guys, just in case. So, a new feature with 1.2 for Genshin Impact is Ascension Materials Preview. So, that's what all the exclamation marks were for all the characters. Just to let me know I'd acquired a bunch of Acquaint Fates, because I'd ascended a bunch of characters at certain points. So, with that, we've got 42 of them. 4 pulls. Let's see if we can get ourselves Kishin or Kiki. Or even any of the Skyward weapons. So that'd be nice. What have we got? Oh! Stringless, I think that one is. That's stringless, isn't it? It's been a little bit slow. Yes, the stringless. That's handy. And of course, the Favonius sword. That's always nice. Haven't got either of you two before, so that's good. That's nice. Alright. Not too bad. Got some decent weapons from the first pull. Let's see what we got out of this one. Okay, we've got constellations for Amber and Kaya. Okay. That's not too shabby. Third pull. Constellation for you. Oh, and we've got that one. That was the bell. Haven't got you before. That's handy. It's always good for a shieldy claymore person. Alright, last pull. Let's see if we can get in. Let's see if we can continue this decent streak. Oh, I got a Mona constellation. Nice. As well as the Eye of Perception. Normal charge attacks have a 50% chance of firing a bolt of perception. Oh! Oh, that's nice. Oh. That's nice. I'm gonna give that to Mona. It's like, has a Mona. For reference, these are all the characters I've got. The grayed out ones obviously are the ones I do not have. So I don't have Tartaglia, aka Child, I don't have Kishin, I don't have Kiki, I don't have Jean, and I do not have Diluc. I have everybody else though. I don't know why the Traveler doesn't appear on here though. That's interesting. I suppose it only collects on here the characters that you can collect. Anywho, let's resume the quest, shall we? Observe the installations in the camp. Let's see. That didn't seem to do anything. Oh, my controller's been a bit weird. Observe table. Yeah, let's not poke at things, shall we? Observe record. Incomprehensible report stuck to it. And of course we have an alchemical crafting table here. Observe shelf. That's a lot of books and potions. Plus we're out here in the cold. I'm surprised this stuff isn't, freezing.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I mean, I know we are inside of a cave with a bunch of firelights and all kind of stuff, but at the same time... Hey, Albedo, let's have a wee chat.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Can it make heads or tails of... Your things aren't very organized. Can it make heads or tails of it? Yeah, let's go organized.
Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds.
That's
Take
possible.
Tibet, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Like that in the slimes again.
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. This pillar here, use your willpower to try and break it.
Hey? Paimon, you give it a shot.
Paimon knows how to do that stuff.
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves.
That's...
I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Sure you're not just peckish?
I suppose I have a curiosity for
Hey,
things
guys.
that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine spread? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientists.
Don't call him a mad scientist.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Yeah, but of course.
Paimon bets you're just hungry.
Entirely possible.
It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I know what you're getting at. I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
Yep.
I'll leave you to it.
Paimon is
Looking forward
basically
to the
empty
results.
stomach.
If there's anything left over,
And if Paimon's to
maybe
believe,
Timaeus
they
can
have
finish
4
those
stomachs.
morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
Alright.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Alright. There's breakfast recipe and sunshine sprat recipe. Right. Where's sunshine sprat? There we are. I've got enough to make one. Oh god. Increases all party members' shield strength. Oh, that's interesting. I suppose that'd be handy for some of them. Alright. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, hello. Since I have albedo, I may make a special dish. Let's go for double the product, shall we? So I've only got enough to make this once, and I don't want to screw it up. Perfect. Very nice. Oh, I can make some jade parcels. Oh, auto cooking that. Oh, jade parcels. They're all these nice. Grab a bunch of. They're an attack booster. Let's leave it at that. Right. Albedo, here is your cooking.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Yeah, you were just hungry, dude. And give.
An average outcome experimentally, but you really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of astronomy.
Well, I've got Paimon for a companion, so can you really blame me?
As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours.
Yeah.
Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
I mean, I did used to be able to fly.
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put the food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
Your Paimon's new favorite. Not often I get Paimon gets it. I'll go with this. Your Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
Being nice a second ago.
It's a fair
But
assumption.
you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch.
Oh,
I
goody.
managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Don't ask me to go make more of
Barely
those.
finished eating, and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you
Yeah.
had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory testing, lost property would be a thing of the past.
I can elemental
I
sight
must
them.
have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
Should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah, you could use elemental sight.
Alright. Where are you? What is annoying with elemental sight is that it decides to disappear the second you move. Hello.
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Alright, I'm looking for Animo next. Ah, there you are.
The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
Oh, for the love of...
One piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
What do you mean I'm disconnected from remote play? Something... Ah, why is it doing this? Reconnect. This is annoying. Stop it. Right. Need to turn that off and on. Oh, no, wrong one. Nope. That's not behaving. Properties. No, I need to turn it off. I need to straight remove and then add it back in again. Sodding! Bear with us, folks. It was working fine earlier, but I think I know why it's not acting up. Why it's not behaving itself in a minute, but... well... these things happen. Here's for remote play. There we go. That's a little bit on the big side. Let's, Oh, I've selected the wrong thing. Bear with me as I get OBS to behave now. Oh, for the love of... no, I want to select this. I suppose that makes it a little easier to grab that. Right! That one. Okay, there we go. That seems to be behaving now. Sorry for that little technical difficulty. PS4 remote play's acting up at the minute. Thankfully it didn't happen during a fight.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower.
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never before seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end. I don't mind.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical.
Okay.
Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Nope.
And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments?
Sounds
Then
like
could
you're
you see
still
her?
on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. I'll warm up first. Alright.
Let the show begin!
Get Shingan healed up as we climb the mountain.
Power core!
I can put it out just as soon as I turn it on because of the water healing. That's annoying. Oh, I'm avoiding that! That right there was a ruin guard. They are nasty buggers at the best of times. Albedo, where are you? Of course you're up here. Avoid the hilly trail snow bombs. Cover my stamina. Also at the same time trying not to freeze. Dragon Spine definitely comes with its own unique challenge. A little blue bar which is indicating how close I am to freezing. I need to get the stuff to warm me up sooner rather than later. Oh boy. Oh, for the love of...
You want us to jump from up here?
Remote play, will you behave yourself? I know what's going on with it, but at the same time, it's bleeding annoying. Right. Mostly because OBS needs it to be, you know, straight up acted on, as each and every time it does this, I have to reconnect it. Okay, there we go. Right. Thankfully you guys were able to hear that because I've got the sound coming from the TV as well, so... So, he wants us to jump from up here.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
We better have a better method.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Hopefully not.
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, Every detail is invaluable to the research.
This is actually less stressful than the superpower part.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Let's do this.
Minute. While we're testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, respond to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Yeah, I am not swimming. Fuck, looks like I'm swimming. Ooh, woof. Right, Albedo, where are you? There you are, buddy. How did you get down here before me?
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
You followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway,
Sounds about right.
if it turns out that the natural laws of Teyvat do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Teyvat do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
Audio? What do you mean that? What's up with the audio? What's up with the audio?
Petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own.
Oh, the crackly thing. Yeah, I've no idea what's going on with that.
The essence of the investigative process
I have
is
no idea what's going on with that.
But such feelings are
I presume it's something to do with
in
some
nature.
lag or something going on between it and the game itself, which isn't too unreasonable. And it's disconnected from roleplay again. Christ on a stick. Ah. Case in point. Alright. I have to turn that off. Put that back in. Window capture. Four. Well, in that case, I'll turn up the volume on the TV at least. That way you guys can hear it a bit better from there. Even if you can't hear it clearly from there, you should be able to hear it from there easily enough. So, hopefully, that helps adjust things.
I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Sunsetia is a type of peach, I think.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to sketch those helichurls? Because you got to see something new and interesting and the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. there is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be like boring to you, like sketches?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime.
Is that any better for you guys?
Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little distorted because you got it coming from the screen here, and also from the remote play, which I'm feeding through OBS. So, it's either going to be crackling or echoey. Unfortunately, at the moment, I've no idea how to go about fixing it at the moment. Unfortunately.
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
As long as you don't have us fighting a ruin guard, Albedo, we should be fine. Although knowing him so far, it's entirely a possibility. Oh, just passed by a chest. Sod off. He said he's going to test intelligence. Got a funny feeling about how he wants to go with doing that. Ooh. Where are you going, Fireboy? Come here. Oh, there. That's handy. And disconnected again. What the sod? This is getting ridiculous. I may have to do this as a share thing later. Okay. So it looks like what these guys do is... Okay. Ah, I think I know what I need to do with these things here. Hold on. This could get interesting. Ooh! Oh, he's an interactable thing. That means he's awake. I do not feel like waking him up at the moment. So, I'm going to leave him alone. Let's hope PS4 Remote Play sticks around long enough for me to land, because I do not feel like having, well, this goal wobbly. Oh, there's a wee thingy here. And land safely.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels.
Oh yeah, we've encountered a few
I'd like to
puzzles.
observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
When a written test suffice.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see.
Yeah.
So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
See? So we got one there. And we got one up there. Let's see what we got going on here first, shall we?
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Probably need to get that one moving. Go. I should get them to eventually do that. Alright.
City like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Right, there's one up there. Where'd you go? There you are, you're up there. Where's your buddy?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Come here. A little overkill, but, well, ain't no kill like an overkill. Alrighty. So that one was there. The other one should be around here somewhere. Let's see if we can't find you. It's a bright glowing orange and red yellow thing that I'm looking for. Amongst a backdrop. There you are. It's a backdrop of white, black, and blue. Oh no, you don't. You can piss off.
Let's dance! By royal decree!
There we go. As you dealt with. Get out of the water. Get out of the water.
It should not be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey! Explaining things is Paimon's job!
Well, here's hoping a ruin guard does not appear.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
Hello. Sigils. Star Trek something
What's this?
something. Star Trek something Protoss.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list.
Yep.
Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once.
Define cool results. I quite like this.
Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Define fleeting miracle. I take it I passed the intelligence test.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast.
Uh-oh.
You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Hey, Rosaria.
What? You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to.
Oh boy.
I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments. I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
You are paranoid.
Listen, sister, your guard's so high you can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
Wow.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight her.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat.
She's gonna be fun down the line, isn't she?
Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone. So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
I wonder. Nothing seems to be triggering an elemental site. I suppose that was just kind of the way to get up. At the same time, though, it's an interactive thing. Usually walls don't count as an interactive thing, which means there's more to this than it appears. Nothing seems to be appearing from there. Okay, time to get out. Time to get out. Back to Albedo's place. Back to Albedo's camp. Nothing was triggering from an elemental site, though. It's weird. Alrighty. Hey, Albedo.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally, by a nun no less.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results.
Her
We
nun
got a
job
myriad of
is
data
to...
today.
Okay.
And it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted.
You've got a point.
Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to outlanders?
Oh, gods
I
would know.
mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Is that the flower?
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
I thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
Oh.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean, the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure. Even if you just want some company.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean?
Hello?
Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, Destroy Mondstadt. Destroy everything.
Albedo?
And I rely on you to stop me.
What are you suggesting here, buddy? Well...
Huh? Look at that. Looks like someone made camp here. Are other people adventuring nearby? Let's see how our fellow explorers are doing.
And now we go into the Chalk Prince and the Dragon event. Any Star Wars streams planned? Not at the moment, no. Although I'm going to pause the stream for tonight at the moment, just in case PlayStation Remote Play decides to act up some more. But, yeah, that was the Albedo character quest. Well, the second part of it, at least. If you guys want to see the first part, that is in the previous stream video, which also has, in the description below of that video, my entire Steven Universe Future reactions link via my Dropbox. But, guys, gals, and everyone else in between, and those who do not assign, stay safe, have a good holiday, and, see ya. Once I can get this to behave.